Hello everybody, I am Sam the Giganfan, and welcome back to another one of these Drawing Titans from Godzilla King of the Monsters videos. This is not a series, I just felt like doing another one of these because of new announcements for Titans and stuff like that. Titans and new trailers. That will be the subtitle. No, it won't. I'm probably just gonna call it Drawing More Titans from Godzilla King of the Monsters. So before we get too in-depth about everything that's going on, I just wanna layer this with a spoiler warning, because this will be revealing the names of the Titans that I will be drawing, as well as basically all the new Titans in the new movie, I think. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens once Godzilla 2 actually comes out. And I do plan on also talking about the new Godzilla 2 TV spot, or new at the time of this video's release. It's the beautiful one. The Lizard of Oz is what I'm getting at. So with all that said, let's get crack-a-lackin' right on into talking about the new Titans. So like, for the past few weeks, we've been getting like all the Godzilla 2 news, like bloody all of it. Like, if Year of the Monsters was continuing, I would have like no shortage of new stuff to talk about, okay? It just feels like every other day we're getting like a new set visit or a new figure or a new trailer, something like that. And that's awesome, honestly. Like, the marketing for this movie is just really ramping up, and everyone's like on the edge of their seat like, just release the damn movie already, guys. Me, on the other hand, I'm perfectly fine with waiting until May. But enough about me, let's talk about these new Titans. So along with the set visits, we got name reveals for the new Titans. Those names including Baphomet, Typhoon, Abaddon, Bunyip, Methuselah, and Kong. A lot of these Titans are like mythological based and almost biblical in a way, with characters like Methuselah being a character from the Bible. I think I'm too lazy to look it up. I don't even know anymore. And then creatures like the Bunyip are actually cryptids, which are like animals that are speculated to exist, but not really. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm drawing the Bunyip right now. But wrapping up the whole Titan talk, I really like all these names. It really cements how these monsters are like these god-looking things. So I can't wait to see what these dudes are all gonna look like once Godzilla 2 finally releases. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say on that. But let's talk about the one I'm drawing right now, the Bunyip. So for those of you who don't know, like I stated, the Bunyip is a cryptid from Australia that's said to live in like rivers and swamps and things like that. And it's basically been around for like thousands of years. Like, this was like an Aboriginal myth. In case you're wondering, Aboriginals are Australian natives, so yeah. And for a long time, it's been speculated what the Bunyip could have been like originated by, or even if it exists. And a lot of those inspirations include things like seals and giant ancient wombats and birds. So I was like, you know what? Let's just combine all of them. And by combine all of them, I just mean make giant wombats mixed with other cool giant killer ancient marsupials. Basically, I kind of just inspired this off of the marsupial lion, which is kind of sort of self-explanatory. Here's a picture of what it, I think, was supposed to look like. I also based some of its colors off of the Tasmanian tiger, or the thylacine if you're one of those people, like the back stripes and those sorts of things. And I changed up the legs halfway through drawing this. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I did change up the legs because I didn't really like how they looked. And I made them resemble a certain Toho creature, and I'll let you guys guess who that is in the comments below. It's kind of cool that we're getting some more mammal monsters in movies in general, with things like George and Ralph from Rampage, and you know, this guy, the Bunyip, because we don't really get like a whole lot of mammal kaiju, and that's kind of weird because mammals are freaking awesome. I can't really think of like any really cool, awesome, like top tier mammals other than like whales, but mammals are cool. They're underrated. But other than that, that's basically all I really have to say when it comes to the Bunyip. It's just, those are the inspirations. This is what it looks like. Or this is what I think it'll look like. Do I think it'll actually look like this? No. It's following the same rules as last time. I'm just doing these sorts of videos for fun. They give me an excuse to draw, and they give me an excuse just to go off script and talk to you guys about things like news and TV spots. Speaking of TV spots, let's talk about that new beautiful TV spot as we transition to the next Titan, Leviathan, as I call him, because there was another article that talks about some more new Titan names and whatever. Let's just talk about that TV spot and jump to the Leviathan later. So the new TV spot, it was friggin' awesome. Did I think it spoiled too much? Yeah, I think it did. Maybe one or two things could have been cut out and replaced with other footage, and generally I think that a lot of this TV spot could have just been made of old footage, and I think the effects still could have been made. But still, I really like a lot of the new shots that were given off in this trailer. Like the friggin' Ghidorah on Rodan's volcano. I'm saying it's Rodan's volcano. It's probably not, with the cross in the foreground and Ghidorah in the background. That's probably like one of my new favorite shots from modern Godzilla history, and it's almost like Evangelion-esque in a way, because if you know Evangelion, you know that Hideaki Anno put in Christian imagery because it looked freaking awesome. And I mean, you can't really blame him. Like look at this. This is freaking sick. But generally, yeah, a lot of these shots just look really sick, and they look really just awesome looking. There's the Ghidorah one, there's a shot of Godzilla charging his atomic breath from in what I'm assuming to be Antarctica, so that'd be cool. There's a shot of Godzilla walking by some ships. There's a continuation of the Empire Rodan thing, which really shows how awesome Rodan looks, I really don't want him to die, but I feel like he's going to, and I'm gonna cry if that happens. Tears will be shed, let's just say that. Do I think we really need a trailer 3 with all this new footage being revealed? No, but they're probably gonna release a trailer 3 anyways. At the time of recording this, they're doing the WonderCon Secrets of the Monsterverse panel, which I wouldn't be surprised if a trailer 3 was just dropped right then and there, you know, to build up more hype, even though, like, really, there's no need for that. Like, every Godzilla fan is excited to see this bloody movie, so, I mean, you don't really need to do that, but you need to sell people somehow, am I right? And then, of course, there's the music choice of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, it took for a little while for me to realize, like, oh, it's that song, okay. A lot of people say it was like a Wizard of Oz song, but I don't remember it, probably because I haven't seen a Wizard of Oz in, like, years. Or ever. But if it was up to me making this TV spot, I'd probably replace it with one song in particular, and all of my friends know what song I would replace it with, and that would be this.
Planet will perish, and so will we.
I'm an Evangelion fan, shut up. But other than that, that's basically all I have to say on that new TV spot. It's freaking awesome, and I can't wait for a trailer 3 to get announced. I do think it's going to be a lot harder for us as a community to not be spoiled with things like news outlets. I say news outlets, but slideshow channels. Let's call them slideshow channels. With all the slideshow YouTube channels talking about new trailers and TV spots anyways, just to get them views and the monies. It's gonna be very hard to avoid it, but I want to try everything I can to do that, you know, avoid spoilers. I mean, I'm gonna watch trailer 3, obviously, but after that, I'm gonna try and just stay off of social media for a little while. But let's talk about this thing right here, the Leviathan. For those of you who don't know, like, wait, Leviathan wasn't in the list of names you gave off. That's because Leviathan was another name that was listed from another article. An article by Bloody Disgusting. They made a visit to the Godzilla 2 Monarch sets, and they also got a few names, and Leviathan was one of them. And a lot of the other names that I originally listed, Leviathan was a biblical creature. I don't know the whole story, but I know it was like this big evil whale thing that was like smited. That's probably not the entire story, and every Christian person who watches my videos is just freaking out right now. But for this dude, I basically just made a giant mosasaur looking thing. I know I'm very original when it comes to monster designs. It's funny, one of my more popular videos is me ranting about monster designs, and here I am making very basic and simple designs that really just aren't that interesting to look at, but I don't care. I have fun making them. Shut up. I guess some things to point out. I based it off a mosasaur because, you know, that's basically the real life Leviathan. Those things were like 60 feet long or something. I gave him gills because, you know, he spends a lot of his time underwater. So, you know, why not bloody do that? You know, it's a sea monster. It lives in the sea. It can breathe water if it wants to. Why the frig not? I also gave it this little thing called Countershading, which is basically having a darker color on the top and lighter color on the bottom. So a lot of animals in the ocean already do this, and basically the whole strategy behind it is you look darker from the top looking down into the ocean, and you look lighter from the bottom looking up towards the surface. So I figured why not throw in some basic color design into the Leviathan here. That's basically what the Monsterverse is trying to do. The Monsterverse is just trying to make their titans all like realistic and make them seem like natural creatures. So why not make mine have at least some sort of cool things like colors and body proportions and stuff like that. But other than that, that's really all I have to say about these new titans. This video is really just me talking about things like new titan names and TV spots, and I didn't really get to talk much about these new titans at all. I think probably like, and out of like this 20-minute audio recording, I think I spent like maybe 5 minutes max talking about the Titan drawings that I actually made, and I'm sorry about that in advance. Will I do another one of these? Probably not. I don't really have any other real ideas for any more of the new Titans other than, you know, these 4. But we'll have to see how trailer 3 or the movie plays out. Maybe I'll think of some other way to do more drawing sort of things, but that'll be saved for later. As for now, the new Titans are complete. They're all done. Here are both of them in all of their glory. And what do you guys think of these new Titan drawings I made? Do you think they're good, trash, or somewhere in between? Either way, I am Sam the Giganfan, telling you all that King Ghidorah is a scorpion, and reminding you all to wash your hands.